So let's see what we've got. So right now in March, we have the Empress reverse. So it's feeling a lack and not knowing, like not having a muse, not having a reason d'être, a reason to be. And so it's like you're trying to find your footing in your own beauty again in March. And do not give up, And also, you may be finding beauty in the strangest things, maybe in the macabre, maybe in the dark, maybe in the death and the desolation of things. You are finding that I want to say intrinsic beauty. It's there all around you, and it might be confusing people because it's not in your nature to see like a dead butterfly and say, but look at the beauty of it, so it could be kind of throwing people off a little bit. And so then we have the Justice card, and that pops up. Now remember, this is the Libra card. So a Libra could be helping you out, and also you might be attracted to a Libra. But the Justice card is also stay true to this level that you have found in kind of the darkness, in reaching out of your comfort zone and what is just seen, but what is hidden, beneath the surface. So the Justice card is kind of complimenting you in a way, Cancer, saying, good job on acknowledging this part of yourself and going into that deep, beautiful place and seeing it for what it truly is, not just something frightening and scary, but something to be celebrated and loved. Okay, so then we have April, and in April we have the Six of Swords, and you're going to want to move on from something. And it could be from this kind of mindset of the macabre, but it's also, I think you had a plan. You had a plan that you wanted to implement. Possibly you wanted to move, or you wanted to change jobs, and it's just not happening the way you had thought. Like there's still some things that need to be taken care of, that need to be fixed before you actually move on. Yeah, Two of Wands in reverse is the same thing. It's just not all the plans are there. Not everything is secured. So you just have to go back, make sure everything is solid, because you're missing something, Cancer. You're missing a very vital part of this plan and of the planning process. And without implementing that vital part, this will not happen for you. Okay, this new beginning, this shift, this change cannot happen until you are very clear and concise with how you're going to do it. Not necessarily saying that those are the exact steps that you will have to take, but to plan it and to have contingency plans are really important right now. All right, so then we have May. May is the moon. So this is ruled by, the moon is you, Cancer, but in tarot it is Pisces. So the ebb and flow of your emotions. Also this month is going to be really important in ceremony. All right, and new moon ceremony and full moon ceremony, celebrating the ebb and flow of your life, of your emotions, and not holding on to any one thing. Acknowledging that you feel a certain way and then moving on. If you get stuck with the moon, it turns into a problem, and it can turn into a crisis and an anxiety. So in order for that not to happen, you just have to flow. You have to flow with the water. If you get nipped by Scorpio, like look at their Scorpio right there. If you get nipped by Scorpio, put some aloe vera on it and keep going, and remind yourself not to stand next to a scorpion, Okay, and then Illusion pops up, and this is the Death card in reverse. And it's so funny that I was just saying Scorpio, not necessarily to call out other Scorpios, but Illusion, the Death card, is ruled by Scorpio, okay? So this is, you gotta learn your lesson, because they keep coming back. Someone's coming back, some situation keeps coming back, and you keep dealing with it the same way, Cancer. And so that's literally like insane. Was it Einstein who said, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different outcomes is insanity? I'm probably butchering it, but you get the drift. it's kind of like this, that you're hoping that if you do what you have always done, and chances are what you're doing is in the utmost and righteous and on point, but it's not working. It's not working. You have to tweak it. You have to fine tune it to get across to this person or the situation. And with the illusion card in reverse, guess what? Chances are you're just going to have to let go. You're just going to have to let go of the situation and start all over with someone else or something or somewhere else. Illusion in reverse is denial of the true problem. It's also being an enabler. So you could be an enabler to someone that you care about. And illusion in reverse is asking you to let go of that so that you can grow and you can thrive, because the situation, this person is pulling you down and out, and it's not right for you. It's not right for you. All right, so in May, you're really going to acknowledge that and see it. But I don't think in May you're going to take action on it, because you're just realizing the true problem that has been created. All right, so that is May. In June, we have the Four of Wands reversed. Four of Wands reversed is not feeling like you want to celebrate, feeling like you don't want to go out and enjoy yourself. And it can also be accompanied by gossip and, just pettiness. So you're going to have some aspects of that to deal with in June. Let's see what happens. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. The reason why this is popping up, and I get this for you, Cancer, like there's some pettiness, some people are calling you out. They're calling you out saying, hey, you don't know what you should know. You need to go back to the drawing board and stop telling us what is what, and you need to figure out what is what. Because the Eight of Pentacles is saying you have got to learn. You have got to learn a little bit more, all right? And you might feel like you're competent in a situation in your work, but go back to school. Go back and learn some more, Cancer. It's still a process. And people are going to gossip about you if you don't continue that process. It can also be that with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, that somebody is, that you're spreading the gossip, and that you're telling people that somebody is not worthy and they don't know what they're talking about and they don't have the education, they don't have the know-how, the wherewithal, and you're doing it because you believe it. But there's a difference between gossiping about someone and just, saying who that person is or the facts about them. And it's a very fine line. So be clear about your intentions behind saying something about someone. It's always a good rule of thumb just not to say anything about anyone. But if you do feel like you need to speak up, make sure that it's from a factual basis and that you can back everything up. In July, we have the unconscious. So this is going deep. This is going to be a month of revelation, of emotional revelation, of ideas that you didn't know you could break through. A lot of times when it comes to a breakthrough, though, it can be slightly painful. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, it can be painful. So know that the pain that you are going through is just like a butterfly coming out of its cocoon. All right, so and what's going to bring this shift on is probably an air sign. So that's going to be Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Because they're lying about you. And it's probably linked to this idea up here of the gossip and the people talking behind your back the prior month in June. And they're going to confront you. They're going to confront you and say, well, I heard you don't know anything. And I heard that you don't know how to do anything. And that's going to kind of open you up a little bit, because it's going to make you realize that, oh wait, this is what people are saying about me. And oh wait, I have to back myself up. How can I back myself up even stronger? So Cancer, it's actually a blessing in disguise when this happens, because it makes you step up and put lights of fire under what you need to create, and what relation, and it could be a relationship too, what relationship you really need to be present for. August, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So this is kind of similar to what's going on at the beginning of March. It's feeling a lack of inspiration, feeling like, is this where I want to be? I don't feel 100% sure about what's going on. And also, it's a time of, even when the most beautiful people feel like they're not, okay? It doesn't mean that you are what you think. In fact, it's probably the opposite. You're probably beaming and glowing, and you just don't feel it, This is August, okay? Yeah, Two of Swords. You just don't even know it. That's exactly what I was just saying. So in August, it's going to take a creative mind for you, and it's going to be hard to pull, because that month you're really going to want to just go off of the facts, go off of the bottom line, make it black and white, because it's easier for you. However, this month you can't do that. You can't do that in August. It's August. You have to think outside of the box, think with beauty in your heart, and come up with a solution that way. And, so far, there hasn't been a ton of romantic relationship vibes coming up. A lot of work has been coming up. And then, here in May, it could be a relationship that's detrimental to you, but all in all, it just has not had a feel of relationships up until now, actually. Because in August, with that Nine of Pentacles feeling, it's like you don't feel inspired to be close to anyone. You don't feel inspired to love somebody else. And the Two of Swords is asking you to take off the blinds and move it or lose it, sister and brother. You got to move it. You got to stir the pot a little bit and get the mojo going. And you feel like, why, I can't do it because I don't know how to start. Just take a step, Cancer. You got it. Okay, so that was August. September, Six of Wands. Victory is yours. All right, so something good's going to happen to you in September, and you're going to feel on top of your game and like you're unstoppable. So that's great. You got the Chariot reverse. So this victory is awesome, but the Chariot reverse is, you may gain this victory by going against your own beliefs and going against your family and your friends and going so far away from your center in order to get it. So in September, I really want you to think about the choices you make for victory. If you want that victory so bad as to steal, beg, cheat, and lie, or if your morality and your soul are more important, because it will be a test. It will be a test of having this lovely victory, but at what cost do you want this victory? Okay, so once again, it's kind of a fine line that you're going to be teetering on. And it could be really joyful for you to get this victory, but in the process, you could hurt someone. You could hurt someone you care about deeply. I just want you to, make sure it's worth it. Make sure it's worth it. Okay, so in October, we have the Three of Pentacles. So the work that you have been doing, and this is interesting because how I was saying, is this victory, is it worth it? I want you to be very careful with it, because the next month it's saying that you're not going to get your just desserts. You're not going to get acknowledged for the work that you have been doing. In fact, you're going to be skipped over completely. People aren't going to see what you have done, even though it's of uttermost and utter. I think that's so funny. Utter. It's of importance, of the greatest importance, okay? And even though you don't get the accolades, you still have to keep working and you still have to keep tolling. And the Seven of Pentacles, again, comes back to question you and say, is it worth it? Is what you're doing worth it? Is what you want, are you willing to work for it? Because you're going to be tolling some long hours. You're going to be working some long hours, my friend, to make things happen. And so the Seven of Pentacles is looking and seeing like, okay, this is what I'm producing. So far, it's okay. It's okay. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's not horrible. But the question is, do you want to keep on this pace? Yes, you are growing, but it's slow, Cancer. It's slow. And sometimes that's the best way to go about it, is to do it nice and slow and steady, so that every brick, every rock, every piece is put in the exact right spot. All right, so that's October. Then we have November. November is the Two of Cups reversed. So some of you guys might break up in a relationship or like a work partnership. And, it's a lesson that you had to learn, There's going to be a separation of some sort happening to you, Cancer, that month. Let's see more about it. Okay, Ace of Wands, yeah, reverse. It's both of these together there. It's like Ace of Wands reverse is a stilted beginning, like the passion has run dry. You don't feel like a hunch about what you're doing anymore, and it's in regards to a relationship. It's just not there anymore. The light is not there, and so you have to move on. And you know what? The next month into December, you definitely don't want to move on. You want to stay with this person, whether or not they are a light in your life. It's like you're stuck there. It's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want what you're giving me, but I also don't want to feel this pain. So it's like a catch-22. I want to keep the relationship, and I don't want to move on, but I also don't want to have any pain. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like every aspect of it is just contradicting yourself. All right, and then the Magician reverse. This is coming up a lot in this yearly reading. So with the Magician reverse, once again, it's just telling you, hey, Cancer, you've got everything you need. Use it, please. Yeah, we don't need to give you any more. You are solid, sweet pea. You are so solid. Now use what you got. Even though, you feel like, I can't do it. I can't do this. This is too hard. This isn't working. I don't know what to do. Yes, I understand that feeling 150%. But you do have the tools. They are all there, and you just have to utilize them. So you got to dig deep, look into yourself, look into your beautiful face, and say, okay, I got this. I got this, and I know how to do it, even though I feel terrible doing it. You can get through this breakup. You can get through this transition of your life, this loss into light. Because the next month, this is February, Ace of Cups, someone's coming to love you. Someone's coming to hold you and be there for you. This is a new beginning, but you got to go through that mourning phase of letting go. And truly grieving about it, and then realizing your own power and strength and stepping into that, so that you can be ready in February for this lovely Ace of Cups relationship. Yeah, Four of Swords. It's like, and the Four of Swords is, time to rest, to recollect. In regards to the Ace of Cups, though, here, it's like having this Ace of Cups, having this new beginning, having this love, this romance that's popping up is giving you a chance to relax. Because now you know, even though I will say it to you every day if I need to, you are loved. You are loved. But you just haven't felt that way. You hadn't felt that way in a while. And now you can relax into yourself and start to get your motor running again. Okay? So this is a great way, this relationship is a great way to kind of just restart your engines. March, Two of Pentacles. So you might have some financial stress happening, like you just can't keep things in balance. You can't keep things the way you want it. Okay, Queen of Discs. So, and I think you may owe someone or have to pay something that is just so high and you just weren't ready for it. And the reason, and it's a little upsetting just because, this Queen of Pentacles could help you out with it. Could, lessen the load, could the payback, give you a payment plan or something like that, but they don't. They're just pissed and they're just trying to stick it to you in a way. And they're sticking it to you just because you lost track in a way. You lost track of what was going on. All right, and then in April we have Temperance. In April with Temperance is, expansion. Once again, it does have an element of balance, but it's what do you want to create? What cup do you want to fill? Because it is blessed and the universe is excited for you to do that. Oh, and then we have a Knight of Wands showing up to help you through it. All right, and he's in the upright. Knight of Wands, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. I really feel like it is a Sagittarius, though, for most of you. Because a Sagittarius is, their card is Temperance. All right, so they just did a double whammy right there. So a Sagittarius person is all about you, is all about helping you out, helping you find your balance and expand what it is you love. However, this beautiful Knight of Wands, and when they come in, you're just going to be in awe, is only going to stick around for a short amount of time. Enjoy that amount of time. That's when they're supposed to be there for you. And when it's time for them to go, they will go. And it might be sad, but that's how they are. They're just quick moving in and out, in and out. All right, and then just to bring it all together and have something for you to focus on when you're going through some of the more difficult times and even some of the joyful times, just to bring you back to your foundation, to your center. I'm going to pull a Noah Nafu card that you can just keep coming back to through the year. Another World Soul. It has to do with the respect and the diligence of different dimensions. All right, and then of the world around you as well. So with this, it's you recognize that you are a person, that you are a person within this world, within this country, within this world, within this universe. But even though we say that, we don't necessarily grasp the effect of that on ourselves and on others. And so with Another World Soul, it's asking you to kind of come back down to that cellular level of who you are, and know that the small itty-bitty decisions that you make are of importance and affect everyone around you. That even when you feel like what I'm doing doesn't matter, it does matter, Cancer. Everything you do matters, and everything you do does affect someone else, and therefore it affects everybody. You are needed and you are wanted, Cancer, especially this year. This is a year that you are learning to put on your armor. You are learning to put on your warrior's gear and stand up and fight for yourself. You may feel like you aren't ready for it. You may feel like you don't have the tools and the necessities. And you also may feel like no one understands what you're doing anyways. Because for some of you Cancers, you've already started this process. And people are still seeing you in a different light than what you actually are. Which is fierce, which is intuitive, which is loving, which is intelligent. Hold all of those close to you, even though people may be seeing you through a different lens. Stand in your strength in the knowledge that you are true, and you are honest, and you are a warrior, especially this year.